exists, guys, is the beautiful Dallas Cowboys. And that's exactly what we're going to start off tonight. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys and how they handled the 2025 NFL draft, because you're a Cowboys fan. I see all you Cowboys fans out there. This class might have quietly been one of the best all-around hauls this season. That's right, I guess. That's right, guys. I said it. Out of all of the NFC North teams, AFC North teams, East and West and South, the Dallas Cowboys may have had the best draft out of everybody. With the 12th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys made a bold move, passing on a flashier skill player, and instead of going all in the trenches and selecting Tyler Booker, the powerful guard out of Alabama. Now, did Booker blow people away with his athletic testing? No. But he's battle-tested in the SEC, and it fills massive needs after Zach Martin's retirement. This is a plug-and-play starter for day one. Day one grade, I do got to give them a B+. I'm being a little hard on him. It's not flashy, but it is a solid. Guys, this pick could quickly become an A+ if Tyler Booker is if he grows to half of the talent that I think he can. Like, he is a very, very solid pick, but B+ come to day one. Now, in Ran True, they did grab Donovan, an edge rusher out of Boston College, who brings real motor and physicality to the table. The Cowboys clearly seen him as the next line behind DeMarcus Lawrence, but I like that swing. A day two grade, A-. Now let's talk about Shavion Reval Jr., the third round corner from East Carolina. If he stays healthy, he's coming off an ACL injury, this could be one of the biggest steals of the NFL draft. He's physical, he's instinctive, and competes hard. Watch him play. He has a great head on his shoulders. I really like what they're building in the secondary down there in Dallas. And Dallas did not have a fourth rounder this year because of the Jonathan Mingo trade, but let's just be honest, that hasn't paid off yet. That dings their overall draft capital just a little bit, aka stupid. Why did you bring in Jonathan Mingo? Well, hey, slow it down, baby buck, slow it down. Maybe things will happen. But when you get to day three, this is where the front office started to show their value hunting skills. They grabbed Jalen Blue, a home run hitter at running back out of Texas, and doubled down with Phil Moffiff, a punishing runner out of Clemson. That's your thunder and your lightning combo, and that's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys needed. They needed running back games. Then there's Shamir James, the linebacker out of Florida. They traded up to get him, and I get why. He's fast, he's versatile, and he could slide into a starting role sooner than later. And then you got Cornelius out of Oregon, gives them a chess piece on the offensive line who could flex between guard and a tackle. Jay Toya, and then Tommy Askebenikos. I can't even try to pronounce his name. Tommy, the two interior linemen added depth to stop the run, which was the weak spot for the Dallas Cowboys at times last season. I actually had to go back and watch tape on both of these guys. Neither of their names rung the bell, but I see why the Dallas Cowboys drafted him. They got a very, very high upside on both of those picks. But day three, guys, we got to give them an A-. They hit on need, value, and depth. But I want to know what you guys think. The final thoughts. This is the classic Dallas Cowboys draft as of late. They build from the inside out. They hit on value late and don't get distracted by highlight reels. They may have passed on bigger names, but they came across better in the trenches and tough across the board. But let's get into the comments, guys, and discuss your thoughts. And remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and remember, we're live every Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time at youtube.com/manart. It's a live, interactive show, and let's get down to the comments below. Old Man River says Alabama. Yes. Alabama picks, guys. The SEC and Big 12 had the Big 10 had tons of NFL talent. Of course, they had like 50 teams across the pie, but hey, it is what it is. Mellow Mike says Blue got some butter fingers and a bad case of fumbleitis. Yes and no. He's still that home run hitter, though. He's still got the home run hit. If you can get him on the outside, he gone, baby. He gone. But that's why you got Phil to punish on the inside. Get a little, you're my boy, Blue. Go to the outside and score, baby. But hey, what's up? Got Daniel Barry Sports Highlights in the chat. What's up, Daniel Barry? He says, hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, Daniel. What's up, man? What's up? Mellow Mike says, final thoughts. Jerry is senile, and the Cowboys still suck. Mellow Mike, you just slow it down, baby. You need to slow it down, baby. The Dallas Cowboys are back on top. I may have threw my helmet across the studio last year. I may have threw my Cowboys football across the studio last year. I may have broke up with the Dallas Cowboys last season. But hey, the truth of the matter is, guys, they nailed this draft. They get an A- from me 100%. Not only that, their offense looks a hell of a lot better. Their defense looks a hell of a lot better. The only thing they need to do now is trade Micah Parsons for a big haul because somebody's going to overpay for him. He's not worth his price in gold by any stretch of the imagination. Then they Super Bowl, baby. Now we thinking about Super Bowl, but Old Man Rivers says, slow it down, baby.
Pigskin.
Old Man Rivers says, Buck, I understand you're drinking out of your Enjoy Dave Matthews koozie. If you guys know, you know. He says, C for the cow pies. Bruh. Bro. Gerald Ross is in the house. What's up, Gerald? He says, hey, Broncos fans in the house. What's up, man? Guys, we will be talking starting next Monday. The schedule release is tomorrow, right? I think it's at 6 or 7 o'clock in the air. When officially all this schedule gets released. But come Monday, we are starting in the AFC West there, Gerald. We're starting with your Denver Broncos, Gerald, and we're going to give you a way too early win-loss prediction of everybody in the AFC West. That's the that's the Denver Broncos, that's the Chargers, that's the Raiders, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to start them. We're going to give you your win-loss total for each team out there and the power rankings for each division team. So, Gerald, if you're a Broncos fan, definitely tune in Monday because we're going to be dogging your Broncos. I'm just calling it how it is. Your Broncos will be dogged, my man. Mellow Mike says, can he gain the edge before losing the ball? Absolutely. We have all seen the replacements. He's going to look like he jacked off a big old elephant, going to get that stickum all up in his jersey, all up in his arms. He is going to put 4 layers of gloves on, get like size 17 gloves, put those things on there. He's not dropping that ball. I guarantee it, he's not going to drop the ball. James Frank says, I don't know much about the draft picks for that the Cowboys picked, but I actually like George Pickens going there. I can finally hope he does well. Glad he got out of Pittsburgh. CD and Pickens will be crazy together. Listen, James, that trade happened last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So on that Tuesday afternoon, so guys, every day at 1:30, we do a community poll on YouTube and over at Facebook, right? So if you are a part of our Facebook groups if you're following our Facebook page or our YouTube pages, every day at 1:30, we do a community poll. And I asked, is CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens now the best 1-2 wide receiver duo in the NFL? And overwhelmingly, about over 80% of the people that voted said yes on that particular poll. Because if you think about it, just a few months ago, when DK and George Pickens were together, paired up in Pittsburgh, we all said, hey, this is the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. They are rivaling Jamar Chase and Higgins, right? They surpassed Jordan Addison and JJ, right? Because now you have 2 number 1 receivers on the same team. And now the Dallas Cowboys have 2 number 1 receivers on the same team. And I know Jonathan Mingo and Turpin are not going to get the crazy name recognitions, but they're solid number 3 guys. They're short, they're quick, and they're really, really shifty. You got 2 big body receivers like George Pickens and CD mixed with Turpin. Guys, that Dallas Cowboys offense is about to be crazy. Listen, they are the best team in the NFC East right now. By their draft an A-, by adding George Pickens, elevates that draft even more because it counts as an offseason move, aka draft, right? Let's just be honest, that's just how we do it here. The Dallas Cowboys are back, baby. They're back, and Melon Mike says, Buck, the Cowboys defense, just run the ball at Parson. He has been exposed. And Melon Mike, you are exactly right. You are exactly right, brother. How do you beat Micah Parsons? You run right at that motherfucker. Run right at him. He doesn't want to hit you. He doesn't want to tackle you. What does Micah Parsons want to do? He wants to go sack the quarterback. He wants to chase down the play. The minute he has to set the edge and like let a big old 6'6", 300-pound guard pancake his ass, no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Micah Parsons needs to be shipped out of town ASAP. Jerry Jones, hear me loud and clear. Everybody tweet at Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones right now. Trade Micah Parsons. Trade Micah Parsons. Trade Micah Parsons. If the Dallas Cowboys were to do this, for one, it would be a Herschel Walker type of move, right? Like that type of haul. Like, oh, what are you guys doing? We're winning Super Bowl, baby. Understand that. If you trade Micah Parsons, he's going to warrant 2 first-round picks, minimum, right? And maybe a second and like a third. Get a haul for his ass. You don't have to pay him. Plus, you get major draft capital. And now you can pay George Pickens. Now you can pay CeeDee Lamb and not have to worry about it, right? But yes, my little Mike, you are exactly right. How do you beat the Dallas Cowboys defense? Run at Micah Parsons. You win, baby. You win. Texas boy, what's up, brother? He says Dak owns the NFC East. And you are absolutely right. I think he only has, 5-6 losses to the NFC East in his NFL career. Not too shabby in my book. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger, but Dak Prescott beats the NFC East. I believe he only has 1 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm just spitballing here, but I feel that's about right. Gerald Ross says, and your Cowboys will be dogged too. Listen, Gerald, next week we're going to start off with the AFC West. Then we're going to go to NFC West. And then by Friday, we will be talking about the NFC East. So, Gerald, we got a packed week next for you, brother. We got a packed week. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and hit that notification bell. Because, guys, we are live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. Mellow Mike says Pickens will drive CD crazy. As in, drive his stats crazy. You are right, baby. Because George Pickens going to warrant that safety over the top. CeeDee Lamb's going to get a lot of single coverage. Once that safety starts to slide over to the left, George Pickens going to get a lot of single coverage. Now, I know you're saying crazy like, oh, cuckoo. No, stats crazy, baby. Mellow Mike says, whoa. Passing Jetta and Addison and like Addison, bro, you on a bad trip. No, man. No, like think about this. Now, I was high on Jordan Addison. I love me some Jordan Addison. And then I started to go back and actually deep diving into that tape. If you are a Pigskin pundit, you saw the live where we dove deep into the Jordan Addison tape. He is not that good. I was like, Jordan Addison is the best ranked number 2 receiver in the NFL. That is a false statement. I cannot believe those words came out of my mouth. He might be top 5, maybe top 10. But number 1, I need to slow it down, baby. George Pickens goes from a number 1 receiver, arguably a top 12, 13-ish receiver in the NFL. We can have that debate on a different day. But now he goes into a number 2 role when he's a top 15 wide receiver in the NFL. As a number 2 role, he's the best number 2 receiver out there, period, hands down. CeeDee Lamb is not the best receiver. He's probably number 3, if not number 4. But you put those 2 together, that is the best duo in the NFL. That is the best duo in the NFL. And we will put that poll back up. Matter of fact, I'll do that poll again tomorrow. So 1:30, guys, here at youtube.com/manhour at 1:30 p.m. East Coast time. Look for that poll. That poll will be out there, and I want you to vote. We'll see what the people have to say, Mellow Mike, and then we'll bring it back on Wednesday, and we'll talk about it more. And Jonathan Muir's like, hey, it's your year. Right. Clowns, clowns, clowns. My man, slow it down. Slow it down, baby. The Dallas Cowboys are back. My man, Alpha Rob. What's up, Alpha Rob? And just looks like James Cook did. Run at him. Yes, that's exactly how you beat Micah Parsons. That's exactly how you beat Micah Parsons. Over and over and over and over and over again. Forrest Hill, what's up? That's a new name. What's up, Forrest? He says, move the needle a little bit. First few picks are decent, but no, history ain't been kind. You are absolutely right. So, Forrest is saying, hey, the Dallas Cowboys draft well in the trenches, but when it comes to skill players, they're not very good. So, Forrest is saying, hey, Jaden Blue and Phil Mafah, is that how you say that? Mafah, M-A-F-A-H, might not be as good as we think they are. Dallas Cowboys have problem drafting skill players, and you know you're probably right. You're probably a little bit right, Forrest. I'm not gonna lie. James Frank says I wouldn't say they're the best if their defense can't stop Saquon Barkley. James, the Dallas Cowboys defense being best has never come out of my mouth. Sir. Do not put those words into my mouth, Ricky Bobby. The Dallas Cowboys even right now is not even top 10. Not even with the old Mr. Dan Quinn. Mr. I can't coach a big game to save my life. That's... Forrest Hill says regular season hero, postseason zero, meaning Dak Prescott. Yes and no. Yes and no. Now he's has 3 wins in the playoffs, all wild card wins if I'm not mistaken, right? Well, they all are wild card wins. He's never made it past the divisional round if I'm correct. Yes, I am correct. But yes, much like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Tua and pretty much anybody not named Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. It's pronounced J Real. My bad, dog. My bad. J Real. I will get that right. So it's a little running joke here on Man Hour J Real that I mess up names. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes not intentionally. Just know that I mean no disrespect. Mellow Mike says Dak rented the NFC East for a year, 10 wins and 2 playoff wins. Didn't Philly win 2 Super Bowls after 1995? Giants, by my count, have 2 Super Bowls, so you own the Commanders under Snyder. They still have owned the NFC East. That's all that matters, baby. That's all that matters, right? Where are the Baltimore Ravens fans at? All that matters is getting 13 wins. All that matters is, hey, we made it to the playoffs, right? Pittsburgh Steelers fans? Alpha Rob says, at least Pickens is in a dome now because he doesn't like the cold. They're like half a dome. Because the Dallas Cowboys didn't want to pay to pick the whole dome over so God can watch the Dallas Cowboys play or something. But yeah.